Previously on The Biggest Loser.
I have one trainer in this house, and it's Bob Harper.
That's about to get turned upside down.
After 6 weeks of the same teams, a shakeup at the ranch threw everyone off course.
These are your new teams. These are the trainers that you are with all the way to the end of your time here on campus.
Some welcomed the change.
I'm going to have to choose Bob. I know I could work with him very well.
And some were not happy.
When you're with someone for 6 weeks, it just doesn't happen.
You're not going to die without Bob. Be a man and get tough.
And one more contestant was sent packing.
Tonight, my vote is for Jess. I'm so sorry.
Here I am,
find it within you.
Third, keep moving, Zoltar. Come on, let's go.
Don't be at the bottom anymore. Reach for the top. Let's go.
Come on, Zoltar, stop.
You got this. Beautiful.
On your mark. Get set. Go.
The good thing is we all have developed such close relationships and we love each other so much, but the bad thing about it is you have to go through that once a week.
It wasn't a personal thing. We're a strong team and we all had the same goals.
Tonight, Jessica was eliminated. It's a nightmare. We've relied on each other since day one. We've been on the same team. We've related to each other so much and we've fallen in love. This is so hard.
You all right, man?
Knowing that my team was the one to send Jess away pisses me off.
She's a threat, I know that's the key word, she's powerful, great weight loss percentage,
That's the worst thing I want to hear is that somebody says she's a threat, so that's why I voted for her. That makes me just cringe on the inside.
I did look at Jess as she is such a leader, and I sure don't want Ramon or Sonny to go home, and I don't want to go home yet. So I had to make a decision that was going to help keep the three of us here as long as we could.
Joe knows that he's pissed Ramon off. He knows this. He keeps trying to make little comments because he knows that he sit there and messed up.
Can you not please go talk for a minute? Mm-mm. Well, when you're ready, will you come find me? Because I got some stuff I got to tell you, brother, okay?
He wants to come and talk to me. I don't want to talk to him. Just because we're on a team means nothing anymore. And he made that clear.
I felt I made the best choice I could for the blue team. But at the same time, I could have destroyed the blue team. I just sent Jess home. Sonny just sent Jess home. And it's going to be tough to mend those fences. We are a divided house. And a house divided can be taken out.
What got me is when he said I had to do what was best for my team. And I'm just like, do you really think what's best for your team is to send her home and leave Ramon here without her as much as they've grown together? I know you'll kick ass no matter what because you're a beast.
At the end of the day, it's for me because they're not my team. Now I know that I have to work out with these people day in and day out, and I have to go into that gym and I have to go into challenges and I have to trust them that they have my back. I don't. I don't know if Joe has always been a game player, but maybe it's something we never noticed.
I think it's going to come back to bite him. And, he doesn't.
It's going to bite him because I'm going to bite him. They might have just made the worst mistake of their life. I just want to make it known that I'm here to play a game. And if that's the way it's going to be, it's going to be. They've unwoken something in me.
Hi, guys.
Oh, there's Allison. What's she doing? It's never good when you're here, Allison.
I just wanted to talk to you guys for a second before you go in and talk to your teams.
Okay.
This week, we're going to do things a little bit differently. Each team is going to have one person represent them on the scale. And the decision of who is going to represent their team on the scale is in your hands.
Ugh.
At the weigh-in, you will decide who will weigh in to represent your team this week.
We've never done this one before.
We have never done this one before.
This is crazy. I mean, it has never happened on The Biggest Loser before. The trainers are getting to pick one person to weigh in this week. We've got all the power.
Good luck.
Thank you.
I'll see you guys soon.
Alice.
Bye, Sweeney. How are we doing?
Good.
Good. We have an interesting little twist going on this week.
Really?
This week, only one person's weight will count at the weigh-in.
Gosh. That percentage, that amount lost, will represent the entire team. We're down to just 2 players. This is do or die time right now.
And guess who makes the decision? The trainers.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think about the game. I really think about trying to get as much weight off of all the contestants. So I want to make sure that all 3 of my black team members are going to be ready to weigh in.
We're outnumbered. It doesn't mean we're outdriven. We face automatic elimination if we lose because it's just 2 people. The person with the highest percentage of weight loss on my team has immunity, which means the other person is automatically voted off. That's a lot of pressure. We're gonna go harder than we've ever gone before this week. I'm gonna push you in ways you haven't been pushed. You have a lot to prove.
Yes, sir.
You have a lot to prove. I have a lot to prove.
Back to work. First workout after the weigh-in. 16 seconds. Good. I don't know what to expect. The trick is to forget whatever happened last week and just work hard. 3, 2, 1, done.
6, go get it. 7, come on.
How you feeling, Vinny?
Like I got no legs.
Dig in deep, my friend. There's a lot of pressure this week with picking just one person. If I make the wrong decision, then my team could be in jeopardy of going home. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the party, Vinny. Vinny's a dark horse. He's very unpredictable to me. I mean, this guy should be losing way more weight than he is. Look at John. Look at Anton. Vinny should be killing those 2 guys, but he's not. He's not even coming anywhere close. Anton had really good numbers last night. Could he do that again? Or should I go with someone like Becky? Becky usually goes up and down with her weight, but the smaller the girl, the bigger the percentage.
Other teams know what we can do now. The good numbers last week should only motivate you and show you how good you can do. Sunny lost a huge number last week, and my fear is that when Sunny loses a huge number, the next week is really low. Up and down, up and down. Bend those knees, Ramon. 10 seconds to go, keep going, don't stop, come on. I'm a little worried about Ramon with Jessica being sent home. I feel like he was at a little bit slower pace and not his best. That really scares me. Focus, you guys, focus. Remember, guys, you are the strongest team here. Joe has been doing very well the past couple of weeks, so I am in huge fear that Joe's number is not going to be very good, but he's also the most confident one so far on the team. It's like a guessing game. It's going to be a tough call, and I'm not looking forward to it.
I expect leaders to lead. I'm in a unique position because on the red team, I have the strongest player, John, who's proven over and over week to week he can bring in the biggest numbers.
He lost 100 pounds exactly in 6 weigh-ins.
And then I have the person who's been considered the weakest player, lowest numbers, the oldest player in the house. 3, that's it. 4, that's it. She's due to turn the corner. Go to work, go, come on. 2, let's go. The plus side to picking John, you're proven. You've been doing this. You could definitely put up big numbers. Go. Keep going, John. Go, John, go, 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 go. But the downside is, what if this is your plateau week? Don't give up on me. Go, 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 go. It's going to be an extremely interesting week.
One lucky person is going to get picked to weigh in for the black team. One lucky person. The trainers are going to pick one person to represent the whole team's weight for the week. It's going to be challenging. Who's going to shoulder that responsibility? Becky, is that something you could shoulder?
If you think so.
Vinny, what about you? Would you want to take that responsibility?
I'll give it all I got.
To win it, you'd have to give it all you got and then some.
Yeah.
You'd have to pull something else out of your pocket.
Like
what?
A kidney or something.
Anton, what about you?
I'll take it. Gladly.
This could be your redeeming MVP moment.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
That's right.
When it comes to this job, we're out at sea with no compass. So we don't have scales, we don't have anything to assess these contestants throughout the week. We just have to hope what we're doing throughout the week is working and then just see what the scale says.
We're burning, you guys. We're burning. We're burning. We've got 6 days to burn. We've got lots to prove. Come on, Sonny. Something bothering? Hurting? Huh? Okay. It's all right to be tired. You've worked hard. Stay up, stay up, stay up.
Anna could tell that I was just exhausted. You know, it's week 8, and we've been here for a long time, working out every day. It's just been a roller coaster this week, and I'm just tired. It's been an emotional day and a half. It's just like, you just feel like you don't have anything left to give.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Excellent. Excellent. Sonny, you have to stay strong for me here. You have to, for you, for your family. It's all gonna pay off. I know you're struggling today. And it's okay to be vulnerable, and it's okay to cry. I thought after having a great weigh-in yesterday, we would all be like happy and excited today and everything, but actually today I've had to deal with a completely different set of emotions. Think of the big picture. At the end of the day, I think everybody's got to keep in mind why they're here. It's gonna get better. It's only gonna get better. It's one of those days. We're all allowed to have a bad day. Can't beat yourself up about it. It's okay to have a bad day. It's what you do after. Okay? Come on. Alternating plank, you guys. Let's go.
I want you to think about something when you're doing this, okay? You've never done better than 7 pounds. Never. Since you've been here.
Right.
That means you have the ability to put in more work. So, if you're comfortable, I'm uncomfortable.
Okay.
You got what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. I will pull more than 7.
You're gonna hate me in here, Bonnie.
It's okay.
This week.
It's okay.
You love me out there all day. In here, I expect the best.
Yes.
The absolute best.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Bonnie dodged a huge bullet. She's not supposed to be here right now.
5, go. 4, yep.
But strategically, she is. So now, her being the underdog, she can come out as the big dog. Nobody in this house expects you to get past that number. Nobody. Not even you yet. Prove them wrong.
Yes, sir.
You follow what I'm saying to you?
Yes, sir. Yes, I do.
I think if Bonnie lost more than 7 pounds, it would enforce in her head, you know what? I am supposed to be here. That she's supposed to be where she is, representing, losing weight for the older team, if you will. It'll be a great day when she loses more than 7 pounds. A great day.
Yes, sir.
Show me.
Yes,
Show me.
sir.
Show me.
I want to prove something this week. It makes me, I guess, angry inside to show them that the 63-year-old woman's not dead yet, and I can prove a lot to them.
You're a school teacher. So all of a sudden you decided, I want to be on The Biggest Loser because...
I've really been overweight all my life.
Any reason, do you think?
I could blame it on a lot of things. I could blame my dad, or I could blame, you know, what...
How would you blame your dad?
I was always looking for acceptance, and when I didn't get it, I would eat, you know? And if I lost 5 pounds, he'd say, turn around, I found it. Stuff like that. But he didn't put the food in my mouth. I did.
The only original black team member is Antone, and I don't even know who Becky is. All right, come with me for a minute.
Bob really doesn't know anything about me at all. So he wanted some time to visit with me and kind of find out what really got me to the ranch and on The Biggest Loser.
You would turn to food because you were having to basically just kind of like push down all those feelings that you might have been having toward any other given situation.
Right. I think that's it. And I think that's what I'm discovering here, you know.
I think for you to be able to really shine a light on this situation and shine that light on that little girl that all she wanted was to be loved by her father. She wanted her father just to say that everything was going to be okay and that you were good enough.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to tell me what you would say to her. What would you say to her?
That she was a beautiful, smart little girl that had an enormous amount of potential. She could do anything she wanted to do. That's what I would say. To say, here's some things that are good about Becky. Not as a wife, a mother, a teacher, just about me. That's been more difficult. And it's just, a lot of that has to do with self-esteem and giving that inner child in me the acceptance that I might not have felt when I was growing up. It gets a little emotional.
I see the potential in you that you see in that young Becky. Let me help you as you're helping her.
Okay.
And I believe that that's where you will win this. And it's not just about winning the show, but you will win this. I think that Becky had a moment of clarity. It's like, oh, that's what this is about. The little girl inside of Becky, that's where she's going to start to put all of her attention. And I think that when she's able to do that, be careful for Becky. I'm glad you're on this black team, Becky.
I am too. It's time. Ready.
Coming up,
Put those asparagus on the grill ASAP.
the trainers and players slice, dice, sizzle, and spice, all to impress last season's Biggest Loser.
Body by Bob, for sure.
Come on in, blue team, step up to your table. Black team, gather around your black team table. Red team.
We hardly ever get to participate in challenges. And I mean, it'll be interesting to see what happens. I'd really like to see the black team pull this challenge off.
Today's challenge, you are going to whip up a dish from the ingredients that you see here.
I see a refrigerator full of a lot of different foods. I see spices, chicken and beef and pork and all these different things. And I'm thinking, before I came onto the ranch, I never cooked anything.
Of course, you can't have a cooking challenge without some judges. Our first judge inspired millions of people across the country to lose weight with her own weight loss journey. She knows this competition inside and out. Most importantly, she knows how to win it. Say hello to last season's Biggest Loser, Olivia.
Hi.
Yeah. Olivia, congratulations! You are the new Biggest Loser.
She looks amazing. It's hard to believe the transformation, but the closer I get to my goal, the more I can see it. And to see her, it gives me hope, like, I can look like that someday.
Olivia, you know better than anyone what they're going through right now. 8 weeks into this competition, I can only imagine you have some advice for them.
I think the best thing I can tell you, this is about changing your life forever. When I went home, I just jumped right in there. I went to the grocery store the day I got off the plane. I went to the gym. I got my routine set. And I think that's so important. This is for life. It's not about just doing it here and going home and going back to what you left. It's about writing the new chapters of your life.
Bob, what does it mean to you to see Olivia?
I think about everything that we went through all last season, Olivia, and the fact you just walked out there in those tight jeans and those high heels. I'm like, oh my God, you look unbelievable. I could not be prouder of you than I am.
Body by Bob, for sure.
Fantastic.
All right, we have one other person to introduce you to. Meet the author of every single Biggest Loser cookbook, Devin Alexander.
I'm thinking, oh my goodness, now we have a real chef that we have to cook for. A person who knows food through and through, understands flavors, understands how things go together. I'm excited, but now I'm nervous.
Devin's new book is The Biggest Loser, Quick and Easy Cookbook. Why don't you tell them a little bit about your theme?
Well, we all know that when you go home, you're going to have great indulgent dishes. You have to do a lot of the preparation yourself, and this book really helps. It's how to throw meals together that you are going to totally love.
Today, you're gonna have 30 minutes to create a recipe using these ingredients, cook the meal, and have it ready for the judges.
We have 30 minutes to complete this task. 30 minutes is not a long time, especially for somebody like me. It takes me 30 minutes to even figure out how to turn the stove on.
The team with the best dish gets something from each of them. Olivia's going to sit down with you. You'll have the opportunity to question a former winner. You can ask her anything you want.
All of us are going to go home at one point, and we're going to have to do this on a day-to-day basis. And to hear from a former contestant and a former winner on how she did it and how she's living her normal life, that is a prize in itself.
Devin has something for you as well. The winning team will sear their names in Biggest Loser history by having their recipe published in Devin's new book, The Biggest Loser, Quick and Easy Cookbook. Of course, we have something for you too. The winning team will receive a 1 pound advantage for their player who weighs in on the scale this week.
Since it's only one person representing the team, I think everybody's just dying to get this 1 pound advantage. It's going to make a huge difference on the scale.
Olivia and Devin are going to judge each team's dish based on taste, calories, and how well it fits into the theme of Devin's new book. You have 5 minutes to decide what you're making. Your 5 minutes starts now.
You know how to grill a steak, right?
Mm-hmm. We have about 5 minutes to come up with an idea of something that we need to cook. So now it's showtime.
I'm thinking sweet potato as a base, London boil or beef, top it off with asparagus tips.
See, that sounds good. You sound like you know how to cook it.
Yeah, I do. Okay. Right? Good. No mess. Tex-Mex. Fajitas.
Damn.
There's a pork tenderloin in there. We can cook a sliced pork tenderloin and a coleslaw.
That's what we're doing.
You ready?
Let's go to
You take control when I'm going to waste time.
And that's time, guys. You gotta start cooking.
Let's go.
I'm a pretty decent cook. I do the cooking at home, and being a cook at a restaurant is how I met my wife.
You got the basil.
I'm no expert on healthy cooking, though, so this will be kind of new for me.
Yes, cilantro, absolutely.
Ooh, sesame seed oil. I want this too. Okay, I think we're good, right?
I'm good. This is up my alley because I've been in restaurant business now for the last 5 years, and so it's what I do every day. It's what I know. I love to cook. I love to eat.
And that's time, guys. You gotta start cooking.
Go that way. I think of everyone here, the red team needs this the most. 1 pound advantage is huge. It can make or break the squad.
I think our team is a little behind the 8 ball in the cooking department. I know Joe, for a fact, didn't do a lot of cooking. I really don't do a lot of cooking, so we're going to try.
We're all from the South. We're making a little pork and slaw. It'll be award-winning to us. We're going to love it, so hopefully they will too.
It's ready to go. Pop it on.
We are making no-mess Tex-Mex lettuce fajitas with chicken, and it's going to be delicious.
So a fourth of the Chipotle.
At home, the fajitas that we would make would be beef fajitas. We wouldn't trim the fat off, and they would be wrapped in flour tortillas. We would have tons of sour cream and really unhealthy. So we wanted to make a version of that was low-cal, healthy, but had just as good of a taste.
Bonnie, when you get a second,
Yes.
throw a dash of that in the water for your
Yes, sir.
asparagus, okay? Make it a London broil, sweet potato, and asparagus tips. How we doing, Jay? Good? Yeah, we're looking good.
We're good.
I took the leadership role in terms of the menu. I said, you know what? I think this would be a healthy dish here, and everyone else is rocking and rolling with it. Remember, Bonnie, your time on that asparagus isn't long.
Just a little bit salt, right, Devin?
Just a little bit, love.
A little bit.
I mean, I've been cooking since I was, 5 years old. My mother taught me everything I know in the kitchen, so we got this. Real easy, real simple. You can do this at home. Red team better win.
15 more minutes to cook.
You're making them so big. What are you doing?
Little.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'll try that.
Okay. With these things.
That was awesome.
Booyah.
Teams, you have 10 minutes left.
Yes,
You heard the
ma'am.
lady. Do it now. We better put this London broil on the grill right now. Put those asparagus on the grill ASAP.
Oh yeah, they're ready.
Well,
As the time's running down, we're trying to make sure that we want to keep everything warm but not overcooked. Time gets away from me, and I didn't want to not have our meal plated and time run out.
2 minutes left, everyone.
We're not restaurant chefs. We're not cooks.
Just split it up, make it look good.
It's crazy how fast it actually goes.
Anton, is the bean almost done?
Yeah, meat's done. I'm waiting to cut.
The most nerve-wracking part of this challenge was the time restraint. There's a 1 pound advantage in play right now.
John, you ready?
I cooked the broil. Right away I can tell it's not good.
How we doing? I need it. I'm ready for it. Okay.
The cooking the meat is rare. Our hope is to get it to medium rare,
1 minute left.
but time isn't on our side.
Anton, is the bean almost done?
Yeah, the meat's done. I'm waiting to cut.
The most nerve-wracking part of this challenge was the time restraint. There's a 1-pound advantage in play right now.
1 minute left.
And I really have to say, that prize of getting your recipe in the cookbook, that's pretty cool.
How we doing? I need it. I'm ready for it. Okay.
I feel like we took the meat off a hair too early.
You have less than 30 seconds.
Time was winding down, and I kind of rushed the idea, like, let's hurry up, let's get it off. Give it to me, give it to me. Wish I gave it a little bit more time, but again, you never know.
No, we're gonna use this one.
Are you sure?
I was looking at the meat, and I thought it was a little rare.
Asparagus. I'm ready for it.
But I know my son-in-law and grandkids eat it like that, you know?
Finishing touches, everyone.
That's it.
There you
That's
go,
it.
one. Yeah, there you go.
Bring the dish to me. Come on, guys. 5, 4.
We're going to get that lunch with Olivia. We're going to get to be in the cookbook, and we're going to get the 1-pound advantage.
All right, perfect. That looks really good.
Bam.
3,
Pow.
2,
Get that.
1. That's
There
time.
you go, kid.
Order's up, send it out, the chef's happy.
All right, teams. I'm going to take your dishes out to the judges. If you want to have a look at the monitor, you can see them appreciating your meals.
Now it's time to see the judges actually taste the food, and there's a monitor for us to watch. This is a nerve-wracking time because now, you know, what we think is great may not be what the judges think is great.
First, this is called London Bridge.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah. The second dish is called No Mess Tex-Mex Fajitas.
All right.
And your third dish, Slimmer Summer Slaw.
All right.
Look how pretty that looks.
Great.
Some nutrition facts for you. All right, ladies, I'm going to give you an opportunity to taste each dish, discuss it, and get an idea of what your favorites are, okay?
Okay.
I'll see you in a little bit.
Okay. Let's start with the London Bridge.
Yeah, it looks beautiful. I like all the colors. I think that's, you know, you eat with your eyes first.
London Bridge. Bridging the gap between bad eating and good eating.
It's a little more rare than I thought.
It was very rare.
It is very rare, yes. But a lot of chefs like it like that.
The name of the plate was London Bridge because it was a London broil. I don't know what the bridge was. Where was the bridge?
Wait, but it is seasoned.
It's moving. I can hear it. It's definitely making some noise on that plate.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down. They're going down.
Potatoes.
The ginger.
Gingery, nice flavor.
I like that with the sweet potatoes. I definitely think out of everything on the plate, the sweet potatoes are the star. What do you think about the nutrition aspect?
Okay, it's 440 calories and 9 grams of fat.
Yeah.
And really low in sodium.
Positive and negative right now, but there's no telling what's going to happen. We'll see what happens with the blue and black team.
No Tex-Mex chicken fajitas.
Fingers crossed. I'm really nervous about watching them eat our food. Oh, I hope they don't just tear it to shreds. I just hope that the combination of low-cal and taste and presentation puts us over.
I taste the lime.
The good thing is they did season the chicken directly, which is always good. A lot of times people just put stuff on the top and they forget that it matters. And you know, you want something crisp in there. And one of the things that I like are they even grilled these tortilla strips. They get points for that for sure.
Absolutely.
And I also have to give them points for the fact that it's such a big plate of food.
That's
because
true.
I think that you need a plate of food like
It's
this
true.
to feel like, oh my God, I get to eat all of you.
Right. That's definitely true.
Okay, that one is 300 calories and 11 grams of fat. All right, and number
All
3.
right,
This
I'll
is going to
bring
be
this
tough.
over. I know, this is going to be very tough.
Slimmer summer slaw with pork medallions.
I just love the way it looks because to me, this does not look like diet food.
No, I'm going to try the slaw first.
It was really nerve-wracking just watching that monitor. I mean, you know, it's like there's a 1-pound advantage in play right now.
Oh, I love that.
A lot of people overcook pork. Just a teeny tiny little hint of pink makes all the difference in the world.
That is fantastic. Is there ginger in there?
Although, I will say that like a cranberry chutney with an Asian slaw is an odd combo.
It's very different.
They weren't sure how the slaw and the chutney, they weren't sure how that all went together. We were like, what do you mean? It works fine. It tasted good to us. What's wrong with that? Oh my gosh. So we're a little nervous about that.
This one has only 210 calories, so that's by far the lowest.
For that whole plate.
The whole
That's
plate,
pretty
yeah.
amazing.
Wow, this is a tough decision. Remember, we have to take in consideration calories, taste, and the appropriateness for the Biggest Loser book.
That's right, indulgence.
I think I have a winner.
Let's do this.
And let me just remind everybody what's at stake here. An opportunity to catch up with Olivia and an opportunity to have your recipe featured in Devin's new book, The Biggest Loser.
Quick and easy cookbook.
And of course, a 1 pound advantage on the scale. Ladies,
you do the honors.
Okay, so it was a very, very hard decision. They were creative, visually pleasing. But when it came down to it, we really liked
ladies,
you do the honors.
Okay, so it was a very, very hard decision. They were creative, visually pleasing. But when it came down to it, we really liked the pork medallions with the slaw.
Yes!
Yeah.
And it was the lowest calorie dish. We all learned a great lesson,
I mean, seriously, I was like, 210 calories. I mean, the calories for that, and it's a whole huge plate of food. I mean, to me, not something I wouldn't feel guilty about leaving. You know, if I wanted to eat that whole plate, I could. That was huge.
It feels great when someone who really understands and knows food, and someone like Olivia who really cares about what they eat and pays attention to everything, and say, you know what, this is something that I would eat gladly. To me, that's top honor right there.
So Black Team, congratulations. You have won the opportunity to sit down and catch up with Olivia. Your recipe will be featured in Devin's new book. So cool. And Bob, whomever you choose, will have a 1 pound advantage on the scale for the Black Team.
My team needs this pound. We'll take every pound we can get, and the fact that we just won a 1 pound advantage, that's fantastic.
Good luck to all of you. I will see you at the weigh-in.
I wanted that 1 pound advantage big time because with everything happening this week to me, you know, with Jess leaving, I just feel like we end up losing this weigh-in, you know, and I'm not the biggest loser. You know, I'm out of here.
What up?
I think I have a lunch date with some Black Team members.
Yeah.
We won a lunch with Olivia with last year's Season 11's Biggest Loser.
I have a special poolside lunch for us planned. Awesome. Y'all ready? Yeah. All right, come on, let's go do it.
She's going to come in and tell us, this is how you succeed.
Ooh, it's beautiful.
Isn't it gorgeous?
And if a former person on Biggest Loser who won the entire thing is going to come and tell you how to do it and how to keep it off.
So yes, let's dig in.
Yeah, you need to listen to every word she's got to say.
You know, I'm very curious about your transition after finale. We're in a bubble, we're in competition, and we're driving to do this, and we're all thinking I can do anything for 3 months or 4 months.
Right.
But what happens after it's all over and now you're on your own, you're not talking to Bob, you're not weighing in front of Allison, you're just on your own.
You know, I'll be real honest with you. Once, you know, the confetti fell, I was just on a plane going home. And I remember having a moment of being terrified and being taken out of your bubble. It's very scary. I will tell you the thing that was the most comforting to me is doing what I knew. It's still eating the same way. It's still getting that exercise. But I think just deviating from what you know so fast, I think is where it's real easy to get in trouble. Sure. So kind of on that note, in addition to the lunch, I contacted your families and had them make something for you. So I want to give this to you. First of all, ladies first. These are from your husband. He wanted you to know how much he misses you and how much he loves you, and he is so incredibly proud of you. I mean, all of your families were so amazing to talk to, and so they each made you a scrapbook. So this is for you. Wow. This is for Benny. We all encourage each other, obviously, on the ranch. There's nothing like being encouraged by your family.
Oh, that's my girl.
Aren't they beautiful?
They are gorgeous.
Take after mama.
When you're completely cut off from your family and you can't talk to them or anything, any little shred of anything from home is just so incredibly special. That's my wedding ring. I couldn't wear it when I left.
You'll wear it. You'll wear
I couldn't wear it. One of the most cherished symbols of mine and my husband's love is my wedding ring. And to think that I've gotten too big to wear it, it's just literally heartbreaking. So I told him when I left that one of my goals was to be able to wear my wedding ring. And so the final page in here from him was, "It's time for me to put this back on your finger." Oh, that's so wonderful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Oh, that's amazing.
This is to the most incredible man on the planet who just happens to be my best friend. I ain't gonna be able to make it through nothing. And the love of my life. And it says, from your #1 fan, cheerleader, supporter, best friend, and soon-to-be wife. We have had so many amazing times together. We can't wait to see what our future holds. I love you to the moon and back is what she always tells me. You know, being a musician, being on the road and out there doing my thing, you know, I just, for so long, about a year, me and her talked and dated, and I just fought it off, and I wouldn't ask her to be my girlfriend. I told her a million times, I don't want a relationship. I've had my heart broke a couple of times, and I don't ever want that ever again. She never quit. And she just kept saying, you're meant to be my husband. We're going to be together forever. And she kept telling me that. I'm like, you're crazy. I started a song for her since I've been here called The Worst Days With You Beat the Best Days Without. And it's just, you know, how much I realized just being here without her. I mean, like the first 2 days, I was like, I didn't know what to do with myself. For me, that's the hardest part of being here is like having to, you know, get up and be motivated to go do stuff when all I can think about is how much I love her and miss her. One of the last things she said to me before I left was, if this next 4 or 5 months will give us 30 more years together, she should trade it in every day of the week.
Oh, wow. My sweet, sweet baby, congratulations on all that you have accomplished. We're so proud of you. You're our rock and the heart of this family. Enjoy these photos. Remember all of our good times together. Keep pushing ahead toward your goal. You can and you will succeed. All my love, Carrie. I'm huge. I feel it's everything to me right now. It's... God. I'm 450 pounds plus in most of the photos. Some of the pictures of my oldest daughter, she's 3 years old, she's 5, she's 7, and it just hit me. All these years, I've not really done anything with them. I've kind of been there. I've kind of been the guy who holds the purse. I'll drive you there. I'll get you there. Wow. And it just broke my heart to see that. All these pictures, I just remember them doing everything and me watching because I couldn't do the stuff with them. Every single picture. They deserve an awesome dad. I mean, they deserve, you know, it's just... We won a challenge, great. We got a 1 pound advantage, great. This book means so much more than all of that to me. And I had no idea we were going to receive this gift, but this is just a gift of a lifetime, and I will always keep it.
The ripple effect from what you're doing here, what you're building, you're going to be amazed when you get home, how it will transform your family. It will encourage people, strangers. It is so big what you're doing, and I'm so incredibly proud of you guys. You guys have just done amazing.
There's days when you wake up here at the ranch and you miss your family so bad, you miss everybody back home so bad that you just want to run home to them. But the other part of it is you hear everybody saying, keep going. So just looking at these pictures and looking at all the people that love me and believe in me, there's no more better motivation than that in the world.
You guys are awesome.
So much.
Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you so much.
I'll see y'all soon. I'll see y'all at finale.
You're running. Excellent forehand, Joe. All right? Run to the net. Don't wait. You're sprinting as fast as you can.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Sprint, Sonny.
When Anna says that we're going to go to the courts,
Perfect.
I'm thrilled. I love going out there. I would go out there every workout if I could.
Nice. Let's go. Volley. Perfect, Joe.
I love tennis, but I will tell you, it's an intense workout.
Good. Run.
Anybody who says that tennis isn't a great workout hasn't done it. When my husband and I first were dating,
Got it.
he was actually a teaching tennis pro at a country club.
And he's always asking me to play mixed doubles tennis with him, but I never do.
It's not that I wouldn't love to get out there with him, I was ashamed of myself. And you see this guy who's really fit, and you see his big fat wife. And I was humiliated. That is all changing. That's the best part of being here at the ranch. And I don't have to hold back anymore, and it just feels great.
Perfect guess.
Good job, Sonny.
My future just is so good.
Sonny, well done.
I feel good about myself and just confident.
You're dedicated, you're staying focused, you're committed, and that's what it takes. You have every right to feel confident, and you deserve to feel confident because you're working your ass off. You're literally working so hard, you're gonna be out there.
Yeah,
You're
I can't
working
wait.
so hard.
Thank you so much.
I mean, the world is just mine, and I can do whatever I want to do.
Earlier on The Biggest Loser, Ramon is heartbroken over the elimination of Jessica and the role his teammates had in sending her home.
They might have just made the worst mistake of their life.
And the trainers are shocked with the surprise twist.
Each team is going to have one person represent them on the scale, and the decision of who is in your hands.
Find out who the trainers will pick to represent their team.
Holy moly.
Hello, Bonnie.
Hi, Doc.
I want to introduce you to Dr. Linden. It's week 8. I'm back on the Biggest Loser Ranch, but this time I brought a guest, an unbelievably qualified expert from Johns Hopkins.
I'm a brain scientist, and so I'm interested in what happens in the brain when you feel pleasure, particularly when you feel pleasure from food. Well, I thought you might enjoy seeing a video that we've prepared that talks about some of what you've been struggling against. So here is a lean person, and they're seeing and smelling some food, and we're looking to see what happens in the brain. And there is a weak activation in the pleasure center of the brain. This is caused by the release of the neurotransmitter dopamine. Now, what happens when an obese person has this same stimulation? You see a much stronger activation of the pleasure center. That means that they are craving it, they are wanting it much more than the lean person. But now, look what happens when you're eating. The lean person eats a burger, gets a strong pleasure response from dopamine. The obese person eats a burger, they get a much smaller pleasure response. It's a double whammy. The obese person wants it more but likes it less. So in order to get the same amount of pleasure, what does the obese person do?
More.
Eats more, 3 burgers instead of 1.
Right.
Obese people don't overeat just because they love food so much more. They crave food, they want that food more, but the amount of pleasure they get when they eat it is actually less. And as a consequence, they're motivated to eat more and more to try to hit the same point of pleasure that lean people can get with much more moderate consumption. So that's what you've been struggling against, right?
Right.
And another thing that we know is the contribution of stress. It's a biological thing. If you have an argument with a family member, for example, or you have financial problems, those stress hormones go into your brain, and they go to the pleasure centers of your brain, and they literally make you crave. And they don't just make you crave anything. They don't make you crave carrot sticks.
They
make you crave those comfort
those
foods.
good things. Yeah. When I was stressed, I would run to chocolate. You know, that was my downfall, or salty items. I could probably eat a box of crackers, you know, with squirt cheese on it.
Exercise, meditation, playing with your grandchildren, all of these things will help you reduce the stress, and if you reduce the stress, it'll reduce those cravings and help you stay lean.
Each week I learned so much more to take back home, and I'm just absorbing it like a sponge, you know, trying to remember everything that I'm learning.
Hey, Ramon.
How's it going, Dr. H?
It's going good. How are you doing?
Good, good. You know, going to see Dr. H isn't a good thing. The first time I seen him, I got hit with a lot of things.
High blood pressure, elevated bad guy cholesterol, markedly decreased good guy cholesterol, high uric acid, reflux, asthma, and you know what else you got? You got diabetes. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the diabetes. You started out, you know, clearly diabetic, had a very, very high insulin level, and still had it at 2 weeks, still had it at 4 weeks. Finally, after 8 weeks, the slate's clear. You do not have diabetes.
That is awesome. This is the best feeling in the world. Getting the news that I don't have diabetes is awesome, but there's still a long road ahead of me. And I have to do this as a lifestyle. I have to do this when I get home, not just on the ranch.
It's gone now, but the minute you get stressed and you start going back to your old ways, I guarantee you, your diabetes is coming right back as well. And this is why I brought Dr. Linden here.
Right.
We gotta keep it going for the next 50 years.
Heck yeah, I'm down with that.
Right, and so one of the things that you can do, in addition to the benefit that you're going to get from rewiring your brain from keeping lean, is to eat mindfully. It should be at the table with your full concentration. If you are distracted, if you're watching TV, if you're running around, if you're not concentrating on what you're eating, when you're not attending to it, that pleasure center, your activation of your brain is much, much weaker. So you go more and more and more. To eat mindfully is a great strategy. What we now know from the brain imaging studies is that when you do that, you will get the maximum pleasure out of your food, and as a consequence, you won't have to eat absurdly large portions to get the kind of pleasure that you're seeking.
You're starting to like vegetables now. You hated them or avoided them.
I've avoided those things for years. It's amazing how I'm starting to enjoy these vegetables and these greens. I'm learning to rethink everything.
You've picked up on something that's really crucial. As you learn to eat healthy foods and to associate those with the reward and the good feelings of having lost weight, that is rewiring your brain.
This is a huge question here on our show. How long does it take to rewire the brain? And number two, how far do you have to slip before you undo all the good rewiring we've done here on the show?
As a ballpark figure, you can rewire your brain with a healthy diet on the order of weeks to months. But let's say you take a vacation and you say, all right, I'm on vacation, I'm eating whatever I want, and you start to slip back into the way you ate before. By the end of that week, you have rewired your brain very significantly.
So it's easy to slip back into the bad, and you have to fight to keep the good. It could only take maybe a week of poor eating to slide right back. I've already got 8 weeks under my belt. I want to get as many weeks as I can and retrain my brain, and I'll worry less about slipping back into my old ways, but I always have to remember my past. This is the kind of news that I am so grateful to get.
John is clearly rewiring his brain, and if we can keep that same habit, it's going to pay incredible dividends over the course of his lifetime.
All right, you're an inspiration.
Get in here.
Keep
Come
going.
on. Get in here.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, Sunny, I want you to jog. And Ramon, you're going to come and talk to me.
All right.
Let's go. I feel it's very important for me to have a conversation with Ramon. I really want to see where his head is at and how he really feels about Jessica being sent home. Wanted to see how your week has been, and I know it's been, difficult for you.
Yeah, this week, I mean, the first day I was broken up. I didn't even know if I wanted to be here, and then I thought I have to be here. I wanted to come here for myself and for my family and, now Jess. So I'm not going to give up. There's no way. It was for me like more than the way that she went was ridiculous to me. And I'm like, vote her out because she's a threat? That's stupid. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard of.
This is a competition.
I understand it's a competition, but to be the best, you got to beat the best. Of course I was sad and I miss her that she's gone, but to me it was more like, my own teammates did this.
I just hope you're not holding a grudge.
Yeah, I thought about that all week, I mean, I should be pissed off. That's what I thought was going to be the answer, and it's not. What I need to do is come in here and bust my ass every day and don't worry about it.
Right.
I'm here to get totally in shape and do this forever.
It's great, and you're realizing that this is a way of life. It's going to become part of your life. You're going to respect yourself. You're going to take care of yourself. You're going to go back and become this great, amazing couple, and you guys are going to do all these amazing athletic things together,
Yeah,
After having a great talk with Ramon.
Thank you so much. This is awesome.
I really do feel like he's back in focus. He's going to do amazing this week, and he's going to lose some pounds. Come on, let's get on there.
Coming up,
Last chance.
the trainers have one last chance to test their contestants.
Right now.
before they choose who will weigh in for their team.
Last chance workout, you're sprinting.
We're the only two left out of all the young guns.
I know. Dude, that's crazy.
Dude, one of us has to make it all the way to a final.
We got to represent, dude.
We're
Represent the original 5.
I know.
You know, for me and Vinny, we have a tough road ahead of us. We're the last remaining young guns here.
I know, it's crazy to think that there's 2 original blue team and there's 2 original red team. And then the original black team still has 4 people here.
We're outnumbered. Fact of the matter, there's more black team members than any other team. With Jess leaving, that brings the game hard.
There is a bounty on our head to get the young ones out first.
Voting out Jess.
Tonight, my vote is for Jess.
Was the way they reinforced. They're never going to vote out one of their own. I really don't feel any team unity. We have the same color shirt on, but doesn't mean anything. For me, the scariest part of this week is like knowing that one more of us can leave. And, you know, there's only going to be one left. And then what's going to happen, you know?
You just have to be the biggest loser of your team
Every time.
every week. And when it gets to singles, you can't fall below that yellow line.
That's it.
But we're not going to lose this week.
No, we're not. I have to be the biggest loser because that'll just ensure me being here. And if I'm the biggest loser, then nothing can be said. Dog pound to the end. That's how we do it.
Bam.
Bam. Right
Last chance. All our focus is on right now is our last chance workout. All my focus is on is who am I going to pick.
Antone, you're looking good today, man. Here's what's going on in my mind right now. If I choose Antone, he's going to have to drop at least 12 pounds.
You got it, Vinny. Focus, focus.
If I pick Vinny, he's going to have to hit 12 pounds also. Seize the day. Now I've got Becky. Becky's smaller, higher percentage. I could get 6 to 8 pounds off her and know I would be safe. 9, 8, 7, last chance! This is what's going on in my head because I have to make the right decision because the black team has got to win this weigh-in.
Last chance, you guys. Last chance. What about it, Vinny? You ready to get weighed in? Think it's you?
I'll feel fine if Bob chooses me. That'll make me feel like this guy really believes in me and I can pull this for our team this week. If he picks me, I'll gladly take on the responsibility and I'll work as hard as I can.
There's nobody else in this room except for the 4 of us. You cannot see, you will not talk to anybody else unless they're wearing a black shirt in this room today. Just us. Becky, you want to compete with all these big boys?
You bet. I'm nervous that I'll be picked.
I want that sweat pouring off you right now.
I don't want to let anybody down. I'm a little nervous about that.
Last chance workout, 9.
I don't like the fact that one person is really going to hold my fate in their hands.
Now is not the time to think. Now is the time to just do.
I would love for it to just be on my merit and my hard work, but that's the way it is. So right now, whatever team member gets chosen, I have to support that team member, help them, and make sure that they lose weight this week so they can keep me here.
Last chance, come on. A minute sprint. Go. A minute. Come on. The week is almost over, and I'm still undecided who I'm going to pick to represent our team on the scale. You're going as fast as you can. Last chance workout, you're sprinting. The trick is to watch each contestant very closely during this last chance workout to be able to determine who is going to represent my team. Come on. Let's focus, 45 seconds.
I don't think that there has ever been a time where the trainer has been in this much control or have this much power. This is going to be huge, and this can change the game a lot.
I love the dedication, guys.
We know that someone's going to go home this week, and no one knows who that's going to be. And if this is the last chance I'm in this gym to work out, I'm going to give it everything I have.
Joe, a great job.
I look at it as a challenge, and it's going to be tough. I mean, those guys on the black team, Vinny and Antone, they're big guys. They outweigh me by 100 pounds.
You're stronger than ever.
If I am chosen, I hope I can win the weigh-in.
Burn. Burn.
2 people's existence on this ranch are based on what you could do on that scale.
20 seconds to go. Let's go. Accelerate.
I've had my teammates rely on me before, but it hasn't been to this extent. So this is big.
2, 1, 0. Excellent. Awesome.
Last chance workout right here, right now. We're up against the wall right now. This is it. Keep going, Bonnie. Faster. Faster. Show me how bad you want this. This is it, right here, right now, Bonnie. Come on. Come on, love. Nobody has as much pressure in this house like the red team. There's only 2 of us. We have more to lose than anyone else here. If we lose this next weigh-in, it's going to be detrimental. I'll be down to 1 player. This is our last chance, all right, brother? This is it. We don't get a second chance after this. Show me how bad you want this today. I'm counting on you. The likelihood of us becoming a one-member team keeps slipping through my mind over and over again. We're here now. Let's go. Yes, keep going. And I want to make sure that that doesn't happen. They seem calmer than I thought they would be. What the hell are we so calm about? Time, palms forward. Open it up. 1. You want to be gone?
No, sir.
Well, act like it then. I think that they don't realize the magnitude. Don't stop till I come back and get you. Do not stop. Of this particular weigh-in. This is serious. This is the last opportunity for me to either be here or leave here. Right? It's that serious. Right. Yeah. The two of you, I would think you would be fine. What's next? What do you got? You know, as opposed to both of you gave me that energy starting out. So it's time to step it up. You follow me? All right.
Sorry.
I just need it. I need it from you. I feed off of you as much as you feed off of me. Give it to me. My job today is to simply remind them, you know what? We don't get a second chance. This is it. Last chance workout, John. Right here, right now. Last chance workout, John.
If the red team comes out in third place in this weigh-in, someone goes home.
This is the biggest last chance workout since I've been here. Let's go. Get it again. Shoulder to shoulder. Get it over. 1, 2. Go hard. 3, 4. Come on. This is automatic elimination if we lose. It's your last opportunity to burn as many calories as possible. Last chance. So if we don't get big numbers, then guess what? You are going home. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. Make it work. Make it work. Let's go. Last chance, buddy. Make it work.
Coming up, the trainers decide the fate of their team.
Everything your teammates have worked for comes down to that one person.
This week, the trainer picks who's going to weigh in for their team. All the pressure is on the trainers.
You know, I watch my team closely every week, but this week it's double the pressure.
My choices are Bonnie or John. If the red team unfortunately loses the weigh-in tonight, it's an automatic elimination. They're gone.
Tonight, the pressure is on. Only one person's weight will count for their entire team. Everything your teammates have worked for, their future in this competition, comes down to that one person. Tonight, the trainers have to decide who will weigh in for each team.
The pressure of me representing the team is very scary right now. I certainly am not ready to go home, and I know John's not ready to go home.
The moment is upon us. What do you think is the best decision for the black team, Bob?
I wanted Benny to really prove a point.
Bob cannot be wrong in his decision tonight. He has to choose perfectly, because if he doesn't and he puts the wrong person on the scale tonight, it's going to be disaster for the black team, and it's all at Bob's hands at this point.
But at the final hour, and I had to make that decision, I was like, Becky. I'm putting Becky up. Becky's going up.
All right. Becky, you ready to face the scale and represent the black team?
You bet. I'm ready.
Let's go to you next, Anna. Was this a difficult decision? Did your thoughts change every day, all week long?
There was definitely, you know, a lot of going back and forth, but I think I made the right decision. My decision will be Joe. The person I pick is Joe.
When Anna chose me, I was very proud of the fact that she had faith in me. But since I've had so many weeks of great numbers, I'm just hoping I don't plateau tonight.
Dolvet, what were you thinking tonight for the red team?
It was difficult for me. Obviously, everyone is probably going to assume that I'm going to go the obvious direction. But I'm actually going to go with John.
So, Bonnie, that was a huge relief to you not to be picked.
I'm worried about what the number's going to be. 7 is the highest I've ever lost. I really have no doubt that John would pull the biggest percentage, because John does it every week.
The team with the lowest percentage of weight loss will face elimination tonight, and it will be the players from the other two teams who will vote to send one person home. The only player they can't vote for is the player on the losing team with the highest percentage of weight loss. Black team, you won the challenge this week, which means you have a 1 pound advantage for Becky on the scale. Red team, if you lose the weigh-in tonight, there's no need for a vote. It will be an automatic elimination for whichever member of the red team has the lowest percentage of weight loss. Tonight, we're gonna start the weigh-in with Bonnie.
Go, Bonnie.
All right, Bonnie, your weight does not count for the red team this week, but you said you had some goals. Do you have a certain number that you want to see on the scale tonight?
If I could pull higher than the 7, which was the highest I've ever done, it would make my day.
All right, let's find out.
Thank you.
Your previous weight was 221 pounds. Your current weight is...
Holy gosh.
Oh my God! Thank you, darling. Becky, I'm in a teens.
Wow.
Wow. Oh gosh, I'm so happy. Enjoy this moment. Thank you so much.
Bonnie just got an 8-pound weight loss. I don't even know what's going on right now. We're in the twilight zone or something.
Congratulations, Bonnie.
Thank you, though.
Yeah!
Bonnie, you lost 8 pounds this week for a total percentage of weight loss
Oh my gosh! Oh my
of
gosh!
3.62%. And Joel is kicking himself right now.
Are you kidding me right now? Why would you go and do such a great thing?
Sorry.
Of all weeks to lose more than 7 pounds, she chose the week that I didn't choose her. I'm happy. I just wish I chose you.
Congratulations,
Thank
Bonnie.
you.
Oh my God.
John, no pressure.
No, not at all. As calm as a summer breeze.
This one counts. You're facing the scale for the red team. Come on up.
Come on, John. Come on, John.
John steps up to the scale, and I'm thinking to myself, help me know that I made the right decision, please.
John, Sylvette chose you to represent the red team on the scale tonight. Your previous weight was 329 pounds. Your current weight is...
Holy moly.
Bonnie just dropped an 8. If I want to be safe, if the red team loses and I don't want to go home, I had better drop like a 13 or better. I don't know if I have that kind of number in me.
John, Sylvette chose you to represent the red team on the scale tonight. Your previous weight was 329 pounds. Your current weight is...
Wow. Good job, John.
You are not happy with 10 pounds.
No, I'm not happy at all. I completely let the red team down.
Sometimes when your bar is set so high, then you don't take appreciation that you've actually made a great accomplishment. That's 10 pounds in a week. I'm not going back on my choice. I'm happy with the 10.
Thanks, John.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah. Good job, Big John.
In the real world, 10 pounds in a week is amazing. I should be ecstatic with 10, but no, I'm not, because the 10's not enough to keep me safe. So in my eyes, I have failed.
John, there is a big picture here. And the big picture is, since America first saw you weigh in 8 weeks ago, you have lost 126 pounds. Tonight, you lost 10 pounds for the red team, for a total percentage of weight loss of 3.04%. That's the number to beat.
With John only getting 10 pounds and for him being as big as he is, that's not that good of a percentage. That leaves the door open for black and blue to sweep this right out from underneath him. And we can do that.
And remember, red team, with 2 of you weighing in tonight, if the red team loses the weigh-in, there is no need for a vote. There's an automatic elimination. And John, you have the lower percentage of weight loss, so you would be automatically eliminated.
Right.
We're going to weigh in the black team next. Bob chose Becky to weigh in representing the black team, and remember that the black team has a 1 pound advantage from the challenge this week. So before we find out if Bob made the right choice or not, we are going to weigh in Antone.
I feel nervous and excited because I want to lose at least 6 pounds to reach this 100-pound mark. So it doesn't mean anything to the team, but it definitely means a lot to me this week.
Antone, your previous weight is 353 pounds. Since you came to campus, you have lost 94 pounds. It means you are 6 pounds away from hitting the 100-pound mark.
Right.
Were you prepared for Bob to pick you tonight?
I wanted him to, but having this 100 pounds there and needing to carry the team, it's a bit much to think about.
Well, tonight your focus is that 100-pound mark.
It would be like Everest.
Let's see if you did it. Your current weight is. So close.
That's extremely frustrating to get that close. I thought this was the week.
So glad I didn't pick you.
Hey.
You know what? I can honestly say next week you will hit the 100-pound mark. I will put the bank on that one.
Who gets a 5 when you're 6 pounds away from 100? Who does that?
Thanks, Antone.
Thank you. That's like missing an extra point to win the game. I didn't hit the goal I wanted to hit, but I am so close to my goal. I'll do the touchdown dance next week.
Antone, since America first saw you weigh in 8 weeks ago, you have lost 99 pounds.
Yeah.
You lost 5 pounds this week. Only one person's weight counts for the black team tonight, and that's Becky. Vinny is next. Vinny, your previous weight was 355 pounds. Your current weight is.
That was the number that I wanted this week. I wanted 10 pounds this week. I went at it every single day as hard as I could. That's like Titanic right there. I mean, that's huge. I feel great.
Thanks, Vinny.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, man. After Vinny pulled out the 10-pound weight loss, the sweat really started to roll down my back. I was like, oh, Becky, you're good. You're fine. Becky, you got this.
Vinny, you lost 10 pounds this week. Becky, I see you feeling good. Let's get you up here.
It is quite a responsibility to represent the black team. I do have my teammates' fate in my hands, and black team hasn't lost a weigh-in. That's a pretty big track record to go up against.
Becky, what's it feel like standing up here knowing that that number, your number, represents the black team tonight?
It's a little tough, but we were fortunate enough that Olivia brought us scrapbooks from our families. And it just gave me an opportunity to refocus and say, this is what it's about. It's about my family. Being able to get that message from my family, that kind of takes a little bit of the edge off.
Becky, your previous weight was 192 pounds. You have a 1 pound advantage on the scale tonight, so you need to have lost more than 4 pounds in order to beat John and keep the black team safe right now. Becky, your current weight is. Becky, you have a 1 pound advantage on the scale tonight, so you need to have lost more than 4 pounds in order to beat John and keep the black team safe right now.
I'm pretty nervous. The fate of the black team rests on Becky and my shoulder.
Becky, your current weight is.
I just want to hug you.
Way to go!
Bob got all 3 age groups represented.
That's right.
On the black team. And he chose someone from the oldest group, and you did it.
Well, you know, it kind of seemed like a mission impossible for the black team, but, you know, the black team is a few good men and one good woman.
Yeah!
It's a very proud moment for me to keep the big boys safe. The fact that little old me represents these two big guys, it's pretty amazing.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Yeah!
Black team, once again, big surprise, completely safe. The biggest fear I have right now is that I will end up going home. I'm not ready. I'm not ready to go.
Becky, you lost 6 pounds this week, but your team also gets a 1 pound advantage, so your total percentage of weight loss is 3.65%.
Shoot. The fact that Becky's percentage of 3.65, she did not even need the 1 pound advantage, and I love that.
Congratulations, Black team. You are definitely safe. We have to weigh in the blue team. And red team, keep in mind that with only 2 of you weighing in tonight, if the red team loses, John, you are automatically eliminated.
Looking over and seeing the pound crusher nervous, he's sweating bullets because he doesn't know if he's safe. If he can go home, any one of us can go home.
Anna chose Joe to represent the blue team tonight. It will be up to him to keep the blue team safe. Before we weigh in, Joe, we want to check in with your teammates. Sunny, you're coming up first.
Here you go, son.
It's the craziest thing. I mean, I go up and down, and it's just a pattern, and I hope I break that pattern before I have to go home.
Sunny, the last time you had a huge success on the scale, the next week you definitely went off course. Are you nervous about that happening?
Oh, yeah. I mean, last week I had a big week, and, you know, anytime I have a big week, I have a horrible week the week after, and so I just had to cast away all those doubts and just focus on getting my burn, and I felt like Forrest Gump this week. I ran so much, so I hope it pays off.
Sunny, your previous weight was 218 pounds. Your current weight is...
Okay, Sean. Good.
I'm glad Anna didn't choose me, but it's a loss. I mean, I've been up here when it hasn't been a loss, so I'm okay with it. And I'm just that much closer to the 100s, and I'm okay.
Thanks, Sunny.
Thanks.
Good job, son. Good job, son.
There would be nothing worse than only losing 2 on the scale and then it hurting my team. I'm so thankful she didn't choose me.
We have 2 people left to weigh in. Joe is the person representing the blue team on the scale tonight. Let's get Ramon on the scale, see how he did.
All right, Ramon. Come on, Ramon.
What last week showed us, you know, with Jess getting voted off, is that we're in a game. So for me, I have to come into this weigh-in and I have to be the biggest loser on my team. If I'm not the biggest loser on my team, who knows what's gonna happen.
Ramon, your previous weight was 286 pounds. Your current weight is...
Glad she didn't pick me. I mean, I'm relieved in that fact, you know?
I think 6 pounds is great, considering what you went through in the beginning of the week with the team and dealing with Jessica's departure and everything. I think you've learned a lot this week, and you're a -6. It's a great, great accomplishment.
Thanks, Ramon.
Thank you.
You lost 6 pounds this week, Ramon. So your total percentage of weight loss is 2.1%. That would not have been enough to beat John. Of course, the only player's weight that matters on the blue team is Joe's. Joe, the fate of the team is in your hands. In order to keep your teammates safe and here for 1 more week, you need to have lost more than 8 pounds.
I definitely think more than 8 pounds is a big number, and it's going to be very difficult to hit that number for Joe. I'm very nervous.
Let's get you on that scale, see how you did.
Go, Joe.
You got it, Joe. You got it.
I was on the black team with Joe. I've worked out with Joe many a time. Joe can drop some weight. Joe's very steady, very predictable in his weight loss.
I've got to perform for our blue team and keep us here. We got our back against the wall. All I'm hoping tonight is that Since I've had so many weeks of great numbers, I'm just hoping I don't plateau tonight.
Joe, more than 8.
Yes, ma'am.
Joe, your previous weight was 271 pounds. Your current weight is...
Coming up, the Biggest Loser transformation moment. See how the eliminated player looks today. The Biggest Loser Club. It's changing lives. Want to be a contestant on The Biggest Loser? Log on to NBC.com for details.
Joe, tonight your weight will determine whether or not the blue team faces elimination. You need to have lost more than 8 pounds in order to beat the red team and keep the blue team safe. Red team, remember that if you lose the weigh-in tonight, there is no need for a vote. It is an automatic elimination. And the player with the lowest percentage of weight loss will automatically be sent home, and tonight that's John. Joe, your current weight is...
I don't know what happened. I mean, my diet was on point. I'd been doing my exercises, getting my burn. That's frustrating. It's frustrating. I mean, I hate that I let the blue team down.
Joe did everything, this week. He worked really hard. Because of a great number last week, I think everybody's a little bit stalling this week.
I look at the blue team down there, and I wanted nothing more than to keep us safe. And I failed there. I did not do that. I'm just speechless. I don't know what to say.
Thanks, Joe.
When I saw that too tonight, immediately it came to me is I let the team down and I failed.
Joe, since America first saw you weigh in 8 weeks ago, you have lost 79 pounds. You lost 2 pounds this week for a total percentage of weight loss of 0.74%, which means officially the red team is safe. Congratulations, red team. You are both here for 1 more week. Blue team, I'm sorry to say that you will be facing elimination and one of you will be going home. There is only one person on the blue team that you cannot vote for tonight. That is the person with the highest percentage of weight loss. Tonight, that's Ramon. And it is time to say goodnight. I will see you in 1 hour with your decision. Good luck.
It's crazy to think that my teammates who virtually betrayed me and, voted out Jess are now going up against each other, and they have to fight for their spot on the ranch, and I'm safe.
As I'm walking to the elimination, I'm thinking at least 2 votes I know I have on my side would be Vinny and Antone, because they'd spent so much time with me. The rest of the people were totally up in the air.
Tonight, the blue team lost the weigh-in, which means the black team and the red team will vote to send one member of the blue team home. Ramon has the highest percentage of weight loss for the blue team, so your choice is between Sunny and Joe. Vinny, we're going to start with you.
This was extremely hard. I've become friends with both of these people, and I do love them. And, I will always be this guy's friend for the rest of my life. But I had to write down Joe's name tonight.
All right, Joe, that's 1 vote for you.
Vinny is a friend of mine. To see him turn his back on me, it just rips your heart out, because the man I thought was my friend never was.
Bonnie.
I can't stand this, to have to choose between 2 people that I absolutely love and have grown very fond of. Sunny and I have become very close. Sunny's just like a daughter to me, and I think us girls are trying to stick together. We're kind of overnumbered in the house. So because of this, I voted for Joe.
All right, Joe, that's 2 votes. takes 3 to get eliminated tonight. Phantom, what are your thoughts tonight?
To me, this is the worst situation to be in, to have to choose one of these people to send home. And, you know, it's so difficult to try to quantify everything that's happened. Joe's been my roommate. All 3 of us have been tight. We've been walking together, running together, doing everything together. Original black team. One of the things that Bob talked to us a lot about was loyalty. And the black team is supposed to always stay loyal no matter what. In the end, I began to question that loyalty. In my opinion, Joe is the leader of the blue team. It made my decision a little bit easier. I had to choose Joe.
All right. Joe, that's 3 votes.
Joe has been strong. He's the second biggest loser percentage-wise in weight loss. So the fact is, this is also a competitive game. I have to protect my team members, which in turn protect myself.
I have to admit, I'm absolutely floored by Antone's vote. I know from day one, I told Antone that I would never write your name down and I've got your back. And he obviously feels different, but it's okay. Everybody just remember this is about the rest of our lives.
Yep.
I'm excited about my new beginning with my family.
Joe, I'm sorry to tell you with 3 votes that you are not the biggest loser. Best of luck to you, Joe. It's time for you to say goodbye.
Thank you. I didn't quite expect the game as bad as it was going to be, but the positives and what you learn and who you become so outweigh the game.
Yeah!
It's about getting your life back. It's about where are you 5 years from now? And you've got to be willing to help other people, because I've been those other people before. And I know what it means not to have any hope. And this place gives you hope.
I want more out of you, Joe. Go!
My only goal now is to continue my journey, but pass on that hope, because you can do it. I don't go home to my family a different man. I go home to my family a better man, because I believe in myself. And when you believe in yourself, you can accomplish amazing things. America, next time you see me, I'll be the happiest, healthiest husband and dad in Tennessee. When I got to the Biggest Loser Ranch, I weighed 348 pounds.
Hey, come on, Daddy! Come on! Come on, Daddy!
Today I weigh 230 pounds. All right then, let's go. Today we're at Dollywood in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and we're having a little fun with the family. The past 4 years we came here, and every year I would try to ride that stupid roller coaster, and I'd sit down and the bar wouldn't come down. And knowing that my daughter had to ride the roller coaster, sometimes with strangers, because Dad couldn't go because of my weight, I mean, you know, that hurts. When I started to walk over towards the roller coaster and the doors opened and I started to get in it, my first thought is, I hope I'm going to fit in this seat. I just want to hear it click. That is the thing, because I got to hear that click, because I know I'm going to be okay. It worked. Sure enough, that click went in, and it just felt wonderful. It felt great knowing that we're going to ride some coasters today, and my weight ain't going to hold us back anymore.
It's really exciting to be here with my dad to go on the rides, because before he would just stay with my little brother. But now my dad can ride on the rides because he's so much skinnier and healthier.
It's great to see Joe participate in so many more things, and to see him, you know, climbing on the lines and being able to do things that we had only hoped for before.
You know, before, day-to-day activities were hard for me. I mean, simple things like tying my shoes, putting on my socks, and getting up off the couch. I mean, those things literally were hard for me to do. But today, I don't even think about it. I love my family, and I always love my family, but now I can enjoy my family. You know, it feels wonderful. It really does.